Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Hey guys, welcome to today's lesson. It's Fly Me to the Moon, Frank Sinatra's version for easy swing guitar. I'm going to teach you the chords so that it sounds exactly like the recording. Let's get started. In other words, I love you. Hey, let's get started on this fabulous version of Fly Me to the Moon. It actually might be the ultimate version of Fly Me to the Moon. This song was written 10 years before it was recorded by Frank Sinatra, written by Bart Howard. I actually have this original sheet music here behind me. So, 1954, this song was written as a waltz, interestingly enough. But of course, Frank Sinatra recorded this in 1964, 10 years later, with Count Basie and Quincy Jones conducting and arranging, and of course, on guitar, Freddie Greene, the ultimate rhythm guitar player. So today I'm going to teach you the three-note shape style popularized by Freddie Greene. So you're actually going to learn it to the recording, and it's really quite fun and easy. Today's lesson is a mini lesson. Please check out my Patreon page if you want the full mega lesson on Fly Me to the Moon. Of course, a mega lesson includes everything, not only just the basic chord shapes, it also includes the melody, Frank Sinatra's melody interpretation, soloing ideas, lots of play-alongs with me, and a chord melody arrangement and analysis. So that's what I consider a mega lesson, and it's exclusively on my Patreon page. But right now I'm going to teach you those chords to get you started so that you can actually play along with Frank Sinatra's recording and sound exactly just like it. Okay, so here we go. The first chord's A minor 7. These are three-note shapes a la Freddie Greene. So with the A minor 7, please check out my tabs. It's kind of deceiving because you're going to see these three notes only, but you really want to be able to take a full strum, mainly 5 or 6 strings, but you're only hearing these 3 strings. So that really, it requires a lot of left hand dampening. Okay, not only that, notice that I'm only kind of pressing down for each quarter note pulse. And then you want to lift. That also dampens, which kind of makes it this soft swing feel. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's just a quarter note pulse. My right hand is just keeping that quarter note. Very loose wrist. The next chord is D minor 7. Again, you may have to get used to these dampening if you're not used to these three-note shapes, but please observe that I'm not even using my pinky for any of these chord shapes. This is what makes it so easy and so beautiful, the three-note chord shape style. Again, I have YouTube videos on three-note shapes if you want to go back and check out my lessons just on these chord shapes, these beautiful three-note chord shapes, which really allow you to play any jazz standard without having to get too complex. Okay, great for any jazz vocalists who want to just start to accompany themselves. Okay, so please check out the PDF. Here we go. A minor 7, D minor 7, G7, and the measure 4, C major 7 to C7. Okay, that was a quick change there. Notice C major 7, C7. Then we're going to slide it up to the F major 7, 8th fret. B minor 7 flat 5, it's just a three-note shape. It looks very similar to A minor 7, but just on the root of B. Okay, you gotta know your 6th string and your 5th string bass notes. That's actually a requirement. So I do recommend that you map out the bass line first before you try to attempt to play these chord shapes, just so that you know where you're going. Then you can always get the correct shape. I call it the chord quality. So B minor 7 flat 5 for measure, E7, A minor 7, then A7. Okay, notice these are just three-note shapes. In other words, D minor 7, G7, hold my hand. Now this is a quick change here. C major 7, F7 kind of adds a little bluesiness. You'll hear the trumpet in there, it's bluesy in the arrangement. E minor 7, Okay, A7. That's where it got a little bit busy. So it'd be like, hold my hand. In other words, D minor 7. Baby, kiss me. And now we're at the second half there of the form. And back to A minor 7. But let me go through that baby kiss me. In other words, is D minor 7, G7, baby kiss me. Okay, and then the turnaround, B minor 7 flat 5 to E7. And again, Frank Sinatra's vocal phrasing is a whole separate study. My mega lesson covers the melody exactly to how he sings it. Okay, rhythm for rhythm, note for note. I think there's a lot of value to studying his phrasing, his vocal phrasing, especially if you're a lead guitar player, saxophone player, singer. It's great to study the masters. So again, please check out that PDF and my full lesson on Patreon on just interpreting the melody. Okay, so here's the second half of the song now. A minor 7, D minor 7, just like before, G7, C major 7, C7, you are all I. Okay, just like before, same stuff, in other words, D minor 7, please be true. This is the first time, A7, in other words, we're almost done here, love you. And then the band comes in for their, they call it shout chorus or the solos if you're playing with other people. And here you can just play the rhythm guitar. Okay, you can play along with me, follow the chart. And just lay that quarter note pulse. There's that fancier part. And just keep that quarter note pulse. Here's that turnaround. Then Frank would come in right here. Fill my heart with song. D minor 7, G7, C major 7 to C7, quick change. F major 7, B minor 7, flat 5. We're getting close to the end. A minor 7, A7, in other words, G7, here's where it changes, please be true. And that was E minor 7 to A7, that's the 3 to the 6 there. In other words, D minor 7, G7, and then he goes, in other words, and that was F minor 7. Little modulation there, that's the minor 4 of the C key of C to the B flat 7. So, in other words, and then I love you. And that was a cool little ending lick there. Another kind of a modulation, cool arrangement, of course, by Quincy Jones. G minor 7, A flat minor 7 with a G in the bass to create tension. And then C with the G in the bass. So we have G minor 7, and then screw these two fingers up. That can be considered a G major 7, but in the context of it, it'd be really an A flat minor 7 with a G in the bass to create some extra tension. And then C/G, I'm gonna do this. Okay, that's not a 3-note chord, it's almost like more of a power chord, but it sounds particularly good here at the very, very end. So he's going, I love you. And Count Basie does this cute little piano thing. He always was doing these great little ending licks. In this case, it's this. You hit the chord here on that 1, then you go on beat 3, 1, 2. And then just octaves sound great right when you sing the word you. Thank you guys for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. Please consider joining my Patreon page. That's where I have all of my lessons and also the full mega lesson for Fly Me to the Moon, which includes an expanded version of this, including the melody, how Frank Sinatra interprets the melody. You can sing along with me, singing along with Frank, and also I'll be playing along with the guitar. We'll do chords, more chords. There's also a chord melody arrangement on there, and then there's a lot of soloing ideas. If you're into playing the leads and want to learn more about that, please check it out. That's my mega lesson exclusively on Patreon, where I also have over 1,000 other lessons. And all of these come with bonus video lessons too, so please check it out. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks, guys, so much. We'll see you next time. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see.